Up in our skies there is a world, a vast world that is waiting to be explored. Humankind has come a long way from centuries of superstitions in which we used to believe that a simple comet was a prophecy. We used to believe that our world was flat, and if we traveled far, we would fall off the edge. Through centuries of intellectual evolution, in 100 AD, the geocentric model convinced the world that the Earth was at the center of it all. In 1473, Nicholas Copernicus theorized that the Sun instead was at the center of the solar system, and that the Earth simply orbited around it. Through times of ignorance and inquisition, which condemned science as a heretic belief, and those who believed that the universe was vast were usually banished or put to death. Yet, the idea of the vast universe managed to evolve and expand across 5 centuries. Now, scientific theories supported by evidence are prominent in the modern world. We have landed a human being on the moon and developed telescopes so advanced that we are able to peer to the edge of the universe. The concept of the immense universe continued to remain central to popular consciousness through science fiction films, video games, and documentaries, though some may be ridiculous, some amazing, and some inspiring. In 1968, Stanley Kubrick's 2001 Space Odyssey displayed an array of stunning visual aesthetics, which depicts both human and technological evolution. One of the most iconic scenes displays the evolution from apes to sapiens, occurs when a bone was thrown into the air and matched cut to a spacecraft orbiting over Earth. "2001 also depicts the evolution of computer personified by the HAL 9000 computer, whose artificial intelligence has exceeded human capabilities.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
At one point, 2001 depicts an astronaut's journey through a stargate, with brilliant bright colors and cosmic imagery. Ahead of its time, 2001 projects a human future in which we have evolved into a successful spacefaring civilization. In the year after the release of 2001, humans successfully ventured to the nearest celestial body with the Apollo 11 moon landing, which was celebrated around the world as a great human achievement. The 1997 film Contact also depicts the advancement of space technology and visual aesthetics. The film shows the discovery of contact with an extraterrestrial civilization. Similar to traveling through the Stargate in 2001 Space Odyssey, Contact depicted a human hurtling through a wormhole to make contact with the extraterrestrials. The notion of using wormholes, stargates, and hyperdrives to travel through space and time is a possibility. Importantly, one can see the evolution of space exploration and possibilities of extraterrestrial forms between Contact and 2001 Space Odyssey.
Some celestial event. No words. No words to describe poetry. I should have said the poem. So beautiful. Beautiful.
This groundbreaking film shows the evolution in the representation of the vast universe. This film depicts the journey through the black hole, where time, space, and light are manipulated. Much like 2001 and Contact, the characters yet are flung into the unknown depths, thus anticipating the journey made possible in No Man's Sky. While movies are amazing in demonstrating the vast universe, video games do so as well, while providing interactivity. Let's turn to the evolution of computers and microprocessors, which combine the mainstream of video games and visualization of the immense realms of stars and galaxies. In 1975, the first home video game console made its debut called Magnavox Odyssey. It was introduced to the audience as a new form of entertainment. Players were able to switch transparent screens and circuit cards to play different games. Not only was the Magnavox Odyssey considered the gateway to home video game consoles, but also influenced from the 2001 Space Odyssey, which signifies computer advancement. In the last 50s and early 60s, computers were first introduced into American pop culture. However, most computers were very large and used only by companies and the military. Not only were they unavailable to the general public, the machines were massive and highly expensive. In 1965, Gordon Moore looked back in the previous decade and extrapolated that computers were becoming more powerful and less expensive. Moore observed that microprocessors have doubled in strength, speed, and storage in every 18 to 24 months. Not only does the power of computers increases, the size and the price declines by roughly half during those 2 years. This pattern is known as Moore's Law, and it continues today. In relation to this growth, video game engines have evolved along with the evolution of computers. Video games has come a long way from its pixelated graphics to the most elaborate high-resolution graphics of our current era. Along with the evolution of computers, video game engines evolved as well. It allows us to explore the vast universe in depth, from its 2D side-scrolling era to a 3D immersive virtual space. In 1977, Atari made its mark in video game history. It evolved from arcade machines to home consoles. It introduced the world of Space Invaders, Asteroids, and Pac-Man. Unlike Magnavox Odyssey, Atari allowed players to switch cartridges to play a specific game. In 1983, Nintendo Entertainment System provided another big step in the video game industry. NES introduced the world to Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, and new graphics. It demonstrated the 2D side-scrolling game in Metroid, in which the player takes on a role of an ex-soldier whose job is to wipe out threats from space pirates. In 1990, Super NES demonstrated the next generation of gameplay, and the intergalactic space fighter game, Star Fox. This time, the game features 3D gameplay graphics through the intergalactic realm where players shoot their way through enemies and explore the cosmos. Sony's PlayStation was introduced to the world in 1994. Along with its next-generation platform, PlayStation brought new space exploration games. Colony Wars takes players into the immersive virtual environment where Earth is fully stripped from its natural resources. Consequently, players are sent out in search for abundant resources on other planets through the use of advanced technology. By the year 2006, PlayStation 3 was another new generation of groundbreaking, high-resolution graphics, game physics, and game making. Motion capture made an evolutionary impact in game animation. The visual aesthetics of the cosmos made a leap from its previous predecessors. Elaborate textures, lighting, shadows, and colors made it possible for players to explore the open space. By 2016, the PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One S featured the new power of the engine. The PlayStation 4 consists of over 3 billion transistors, making the machine seemingly more powerful than all of its predecessors. A video game that is powerful in its physics brings players one step closer to the elaborate depiction of the vast cosmos and the open world. Within the same year, video games took a step further: virtual reality. Thanks to the hardware and the power of gaming engines, we are able to witness games which covers hundreds of miles of territory in one screen. It also allows us to immerse ourselves into the reality of the virtual world, thus experiencing gameplay in a whole new level.
Escort missions are pretty routine, so let's use the time wisely and brush up on your flight skills. Activate boosters and group at the waypoint.
Through the evolution of game consoles comes with the evolution of in-depth, immersive, and elaborate space exploration games. The advancement of the engine allows players to explore the vast universe, and discover bits and pieces of every planet, solar system, technology, and galaxies. Upon its release in 2016, No Man's Sky is a recent example of many decades of evolution of space exploration games. The anticipated game offers players and willing explorers 18 quintillion planets to explore, not only to explore the vast cosmos, but also to delve into the exploration of unknown territories, discover extraterrestrial life forms, and construct advanced technologies.
Technology recharge.
2001 Space Odyssey is immersed in the world of No Man's Sky, which is influenced by the monolith, HAL 9000, and the mysterious portal. Within the game, players can travel through the black hole. Similar to Interstellar and scientific theories, we are still unsure what lies beyond the black hole. No Man's Sky demonstrates the black hole as a shortcut to another galaxy or solar system, which players can travel over thousands of light years in one warp. No Man's Sky demonstrates a theory that the vast universe may hold secrets on previous civilizations on other planets. It leaves behind monolithic structures which provides unknown languages for explorers to collect. Advanced technologies demonstrated the future of space and computer advancement and how they are utilized.
Technology recharge.
Space rockets, which took humankind to the moon, are now turned spacecrafts, which allows distant travel with increased speed through the cosmos. Constructing hyperdrives through means of resource collection on different planets allow players to travel to each galaxy.
Life support power.
To artificial intelligence being in charge of a base on a planet. The game also demonstrates the future in which advanced life forms, including human beings, congregate within the galaxy, trading resources and materials. Scientific discoveries, theories, and movies are all woven into one powerful interactive game. Humankind has evolved from centuries of scientific discoveries and its influence in films and in our culture. The evolution of video games through decades aids in elaborating the depiction of the vast cosmos through its interactivity. The desire to discover and explore the dark skies has led us to express them in No Man's Sky.